The following is a lecture given by Shriman KratuDas Shri Adhikari, recorded on August 27th, 2010 in Denver, Colorado.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 1, Text 15. Kvachit kevalaya bhaktya Vasudeva parayana Agam dunvanti karsane Niharam eva bhaskara. Prabhupada's always quotes, so you should memorize those. This is one of that. Okay, just 5 minutes of repetition of yesterday's lecture. Like this material world is created by Lord for the sinners. Whoever comes here in this material world, except few souls, very, very few, meaning 1 upon million times %, like Srila Prabhupada or Jesus Christ or Muhammad or so many great sages, Vyasadeva, Buddha, so many. Except those, whoever comes in this material world are sinner. And what is the greatest sin? The greatest sin is envy of Krishna. Ichchadvesha samuttena dvanda mohena bharata. So we become envious of Krishna, and that is biggest sin. And then there are other sins that we commit. We will see that in a passage. So Srimad Bhagavatam is not only describing the hellish region, but it describes also how we can get out of this hellish planets and material world, which is like a jail. So that is called ocean. Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the 10 subjects of Bhagavatam is portion. How to get out of here. So we want to get out, except very, very few souls like Prahlad Mahraj or Prabhupada or compassionate. Those devotees, pure devotees who are very compassionate. They don't care. They are caring for others' well-being. So it is right to think for us that we should get out of here. Hellish planets, we should get out. So then there are many methods described from the beginning, that karmana karma nirharo, that by doing karma kanda means if you have committed some sins, then you engage a priest in some ritualistic ceremony and atone. But Parikshit Maharaj, he rejects this. That how can you counteract bad karma with another karma? That is not possible. Just like you cannot purify liquor by adding or by subtracting another liquor into it. It's not possible. So he rejects, because both the disciple, Parikshit Maharaj, and Guru, Sukadeva Goswami, they both are very advanced devotees. So Parikshit Maharaj rejected that. Then he says that it's not by this karma, then vimarshanam, jnana, Brahma, aham brahmasmi, God is also Brahma, and I am that Brahma, so I am also God. And Gyan leads you to Brahma Jyoti, which is impersonal effulgence of the Lord, effulgence of His body. So that is a destination. And Aruhya Kuchena Param Padam Patanti Adha. Gyan is Vimarshanam. They attain this Parampada, impersonal Brahma Jyoti region above Viraja. But Patanti Adha, Anadritya, Yusmat, Angriyam, because they don't take shelter of the lotus feet, Angri, of Lord Sri Krishna. Gyan is Vimarshanam, knowledge brings you back to square one. So that is also not the real remedy for atonement. So then, no karma misra, no jnana, no tapasya brahmacharyena, samena damena va satya sociabhyam yamena niyamena va त्यागेन सत्य शौचाभ्याम यमेन नियमेन वा यम नियम प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार समाधि on what? Samadhi on bindi, samadhi on light, samadhi on om, samadhi on me, aham brahmasmi, soham. Soham. So all this controlling mind, controlling senses, and going through austerities, penance, saucham, purity, and then again impure. All these things, Parikshit Maharaj says, Manye kunjara sauchavat. Manye kunjar. Kunjar means elephant. Saucha, bathing of the elephant. Again comes on the shore and puts dirt on himself. So all these processes that you mention, my dear Gurudev, does not appeal to me. Of course, Sukadeva Goswami knew the answer, ultimate answer. That is given in this sloka. So what is that? Keschit kevalaya bhaktya. Very rare souls. Kaschit kevalaya bhaktya. Or Vasudeva parayana. Vasudeva parayana. One must be absorbed in Lord Vasudeva. Absorb his mind, intelligence, speech, body, everything is immersed, absorbed in Krishna, Vasudeva. Vaschit kevalaya bhaktya. And kevala bhakti. No jnana misra bhakti and no karma misra bhakti. Keval bhakti, pure bhakti. And pure bhakti we defined yesterday. Srila Rupa Goswami is defining on 11th sloka of first chapter of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Anya abhilasa sunya jnana karma karmad anavritam anukulen krishna anusilanam bhaktir uttama. So this is kevala bhakti. This is pure bhakti. Kaschit kevalaya bhaktya. Vasudeva parayana. Absorbed in Vasudeva. Just like young boy's mind is always absorbed in a young girl, and young girl's mind is always absorbed in vice versa. Always absorbed, always thinking. And parayana, this is parayana. Yuvatinam yatha yuvatau, yuvatau cha yatha yunim. Tatha mano me abhiramta, mana ramatam tvayi. My dear Lord, just like a young boy and girl, their mind is always absorbed in each other. Let my mind get absorbed into you. So this is Parayana, Vasudeva Parayana. Absorb body, mind and words. Absorb in Vasudeva. Kvaschit kevalaya bhaktya Vasudeva Parayana. Then what happens? Agam dunuvanti karsanye. Agam, pap, sin. Dunuvanti, destroys. Karsanye, immediately, without a doubt. Agam dunuvanti karsanye. Nirahara iva bhaskara. Niharam iva bhaskara. Niharam meaning fog. Bhaskar, Surya, sun. So, as soon as sun is under the horizon and sending those rays, reddish rays, fog is dissipated immediately. Sun does not have to even come into picture. Its rays dissipates the fog. Prabhupada says in the purport, the main function of a sun is to give light, heat and light to whole universe. This is the main function, so that people can engage in their karma. And that's why we meditate on sun before we start our meditation on Lord Chaitanya and Guru and Lord Chaitanya and Krishna. We meditate on those rays, effulgence of sun, so that it can help us meditate on Lord. This is the main function of sun. But in that main function, this side effect, fog, becomes dissipated. In other words, for a sun to get rid of fog is very insignificant. It's not a main function. Gone immediately, without even notice. Similarly, Keval Bhakti, Vasudeva Parayana, this agam, this sinful reaction will be null and void. The main function of devotional service, pure bhakti, is to reawaken our pure love for Krishna, to melt our heart for Lord. And then the love of Krishna can overflood from our heart. That is the main function of bhakti. But this is side effect. The sins, they automatically gets destroyed. Kvaschit kevalaya bhaktya Vasudeva Parayana Agam Dunuvanti Karsanya. No more hellish condition. Niharevam Bhaskara. So by now you should have memorized this. I said many times. So it should not be a problem for you. If you remember this slok and practice it throughout your life, guarantee that no hell for you and Lord Krishna's abode is waiting for you. Kevala Bhakti. Kevala Bhakti means chanting 16 number of round of Hare Krishna mantra on your beats. That is the beginning and end. That is the beginning and end. Otherwise, lip service doesn't work. I am doing Keval Bhakti, pure Bhakti. And no chanting, no doing anything for Lord. That kind of meditation, dhyan, I'm meditating on Lord. It's not going to help. Keval meditation on something. Just like Prabhupada gives the example that very nice wife, chaste wife, and she is always meditating on her husband to come home, but she doesn't do anything for him, cooking or cleaning or laundry or anything, just meditation. So how long that marriage will last? We have to engage in bhakti. Bhakti is more than meditation. One of the bhakti, Nauda bhakti, is meditation. Vishnu Smaranam. So one has to practically engage himself in devotional service to Krishna. Transcendental, loving devotional service to Krishna. Out of love, you want to serve Krishna. So that is Kevala Bhakti. Kevala Bhakti. So we have to engage ourselves in Keval Bhakti. Then all this sinful reaction will be automatically gone. Just like in Brahma Samhita, it is stated that Karmani niradahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Karmani nirdahati. Nirdahan. It puts fire to karmas, seeds of karma. It finishes all your sins. Karmani niradahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Bhakti. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Dasyam Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. This is Nauda Bhakti. So this is Bhakti. Sarvo Upadi Vinirmuktam Tat Paratvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Narad Pancharatra. That we have to get above so-called designation. I am beautiful, engineer, wealthy, born in a higher family, American, Indian, all this designation should be sunya. No designation. And then tat paratvena nirmalam. We become nirmal. Then with our own senses, we should serve the senses of Krishna. That is called bhakti. That is called bhakti. By engaging our body, mind and words in the service of his senses, Krishna's senses. That is called bhakti. So, the sins is very insignificant. Krishna says, just surrender unto me. Just surrender unto me. Tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ishami ma sucha. Sarva papebhyo. Just surrender unto me. Sarva dharman paritajya mam ekam. Condition lagai. Krishna made a condition here that you have to surrender only unto me, no other. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitrun vataha bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajino pimam. He made everything crystal clear here. That those who surrender unto demigods, they go to the demigods. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitru vrata. And those who are pitri vrata, they go to the Pitraloka, which is next planet to the hellish planet, into the southern portion of the universe, below this earth, southern portion. There are hellish planets. And beside the hellish planet are Pitrilokas, our departed Pitris. So, Pitrivrata, those who are worshipping Pitris, they will go to Pitris. And Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitrurata. Bhutani yanti bhutejya. And those who worship ghosts or other living entities, bhuta or vayu or chandra or whatever other bhuta, other entities, they go to them. Bhutani yanti bhutejya. And yanti madhyajinopi mam. Those who worship me, they will come to me. It's not that Krishna keeps everything mixture. No mixture. Spade to spade. Naked truth. You want me? Then it has to be me only. And that's why he says that you surrender unto me only. You surrender unto me only. Mam ekam saranam vraja. Here also kevalaya bhaktya. The word bhakti only refers to Krishna. There is no bhakti to demigods or bhuta or pritris. It's all business. All tit for tat. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's not bhakti. Bhakti means pure love, where there is no tinge of my happiness, only your happiness, my dear Lord. Tat sukhe sukhitvam, tat dukhe dukhitvam, iti priti lakshanam. This is priti, this is prem, laksham. That in Krishna's happiness, we are happy. In his distress, we are distressful. Nothing that I want for me. Everything for you. That is prem. So that is surrender. Mam ekam saranam sadavida saranagati. Saranam. You have to take shelter of Krishna. And there are 6 kinds of shelter. Saranagati. Anukulena sankalpa, pratikulena varjanam, raksa ititi vishvaso, goprutve varnam tatha, atma nikshepa kalpanye, sadavida saranagati. Sada, 6 kind of saranagati. Whatever is favorable to Krishna, immediately I will accept. 1. Anything that is not favorable to Krishna, I want to reject immediately. 2. Anukulena sankalpa, pratikulena varjanam. Raksa ititi vishvaso, that Krishna will protect me under any circumstances. That is his only business anyway. Krishna's dharma is to fulfill the desire of his devotee. That is his dharma. Raksa ititi vishvaso. Strong faith, vishwas. What is the strong faith? That Krishna will protect me under every circumstances. Raksa ititi vishvasa. Goprutve varnam tatha. That he is my provider. He will provide me whatever I deserve or whatever he likes to provide me. Not that I want this and he will provide. Guardian. Whatever child wants, father, mother immediately provides. Child doesn't have to say anything. They provide. So Krishna will provide. Raksa ititi vishvaso goprutve varnam tatha. Atma nikshepa. Surrendering everything, consigning everything to Krishna. Atma nikshepa. Atma nivedan. Bali Mahraj. Atma nikshepa kalpanye. Kalpanye means utmost humility. Humble. Very, very humble. Meek and humble. Like Sadguru Swami's of Vrindavan. Meek. Dhira adhira jana priyo priyakaro. Niramat saro pujito. They were very meek and humble. Tyaktva turnam ashesha mandalapati shrenim sadatuchavat. Bhuktva dina ganeshatu karunaya. They were very meek and humble. Bhuktva dina. We have to become Dina, and that is Kalpanya. Vinit, Svabhav, humility. That is Saranagati, Sadavida Saranagati. So, Sarvadharman Paritajya, Mamekam Saranam Raja, Aham Tvam Sarvapapebhyo, Moksha Ishyami. I will liberate you from all the sinful reaction, all the sins. Don't fear, Mahasucha. So this is his promise. Where is a question of sin or reaction to sin? In other religion, Muslim and they have Jannam, and Christian they have hell, but they have not got the real remedy. Just patchwork. They have not got the real remedy. Real remedy is this. This is real remedy. Vachit kevalaya bhaktya vasudeva parayana agam dhunuvantikasana. This is remedy. So let's go on to next verse, which is very important verse. Na tathahi agavan rajam puyeta tapa adivi yatha Krishna arapita pranas tatpurusha niveshaya. Tatpurush nisevaya, serving, nisevaya. Na tathahi agavan. The agavan means a man full of sinful activities. It's called agavan. Na tathahi agavan. Rajan, my dear king. Na tathahi agavan. Not this great sinner. What not? Puyet, pavitra. He will not get purified. By what? Tap adibhi. By austerity, penance, by dharan, dhyan, and so many processes we described earlier. He will not get purified. Na tathahi agavan rajan puyet tapa adibhi. Puyet tapa adibhi. He will not get purified by performing austerities. He will not get purified. What to talk about taking atonement in one corner of the church or in mosque or... No, it will not. What will? Tatha Krishna arapita prana. Krishna arapita prana. Those who have surrendered themselves unto Krishna, fully dedicated themselves. Krishna arapit. Arpit means surrendering, giving. Krishna arpit prana. Prana means very soul, very life here. Those who have surrendered their life here, their life, Krishna arpita prana. Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare.
This is a remedy. Believe me or not. Krishna arapita prana. Na tathahi agavan rajan puyet tapadibhi yatha Krishna arapita prana. So Krishna arapita prana. Those who have surrendered themselves to Krishna, that Purush nisevaya, we should serve that personality who has given himself, who has surrendered himself to Krishna. Like Mother Nindra is the only example I can purely see, and many other, but she is the one. 40 years of her life given, dedicated, without no other occupation. Very good. No other business. Krishna arapita prana. Everybody knows Mother Nindra? Huh? Who doesn't know here Mother Nindra? You have to get to know her. She is the resident inhabitants of this temple. So one has to serve such devotee. One has to serve Krishna arapita prana nisevaya tat purush nisevaya. That person we must serve. So this sloka is after the first sloka. Means it has to be more important than kevalaya bhaktya. That is my speculation. I think I should be right. It is stressed by Sukadeva Goswami after the first sloka. Kevalaya bhaktya Vasudev Parayana. But here he says, those devotees who is Vasudev Parayana, you serve him, you have a devotion to them. Serving means devotion. Serving means devotion. Devotional service. Tat Purush Nisevaya. Tat Purush Nisevaya. So my dear king, if a sinful person engages in the service of a bona fide devotee of the Lord and thus learns how to dedicate his life onto the lotus feet of Krishna, he can be completely purified. One cannot be purified merely by undergoing austerity, penance, brahmacharya, and other methods of atonement I previously described. So Prabhupada purport, Tat Purush refers to preacher of Krishna consciousness. My guess is right. Prabhupada is in the very first sentence. Such as the spiritual master and other devotees. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has said, Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistar Paibe Keva. So, Narottam Das Thakur is singing that without serving the devotees who has given of his life, who has dedicated his life for serving Krishna. Without serving such devotees, Nistar, you cannot attain Krishna consciousness. Nistar, Paibe Keba. So Dharma means Name Ruchi, Vaishnav Seva, Name Ruchi. That is Dharma. And Jiver Daya. We have to be merciful to the living entities. That is Dharma. This is real religion. That we have to be merciful to all the living entity. Then we must have intense attachment for chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Name Ruchi and Vaishnava Seva. One must serve the devotees of the Lord. Tat Purush, Krishna Arapita Prana, Tat Purush Nisevaya. Krishna Arapita Prana, Tat Purush Nisevaya. So without serving the devotees and spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, there is no question of getting rid of your all sinful reaction. So it is very, very important. Why? Because Vaishnavas, they are very pure by nature. And if you serve them, then you will become pure. Whomever you associate with, you will take up his quality. If you have horse right beside a donkey, then horse will also take up the quality of donkey. It's a proverb. So similarly, if you serve the devotees of the Lord, who is Krishna Arapita Prana, who is totally Krishna conscious, very dedicated, arpit prana, very dedicated, then he will take up that quality. We have seen many examples of this in scriptures. Narada Muni, he goes to jungle and there was one Mugrari hunter and he was hunting man and human beings and animals, birds, beasts, and he will leave them half dead. He will not kill them completely. Such a big sinner. He will make them suffer. He will make them suffer. Just hunt them and but he will not do that. He will make them half dead. Such a ghastly man, sinner. So Narada Muni said that, why you are hunting? He says, this is my bread and butter. He says, okay, I will tell you better way. You just chant Hare Krishna mantra, sit down in front of this Tulsi plant and chant Hare Krishna mantra and shave your hair and you will become pure man. And he somehow or other, due to the purity of Vaishnava, Narada Muni, he could transform his heart. And he took up that process and chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and that cleansed his heart. The news spread out to the villages that hunter now had become a sage, saintly. So everybody bring some food and useful stuff, clothing for him. And he was seeing the power of purity. So it is a association, moments association with pure devotee can transform your sinful life into purest life. So then, after a while, Narada Muni came back with Parvat Muni and they saw that this man was, when walking, Mugrari, he was jumping. They asked, why do you jump? He says, because I don't want to kill these living entities. So ghastly killer, he transformed into a very big, nice, pure sage. He doesn't want to even kill an ant. So Parvat Muni was very happy. So this is a moment association. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Sadhu sangha sarva sastre koy. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Same thing we have seen. Narad Muni is a topmost guru. How we can say? By seeing his disciples. He has exalted disciple. Like Valmiki, he was a hunter also. So Narad Muni came to him, why you are doing this? You are sinning. So in this sinful activity, will your family members will share this sinful activity, sins will share? He go and ask. He asked, we are not killing. You are killing. So immediately it clicked to him. So he gave up Valmiki and he became a great Muni, Valmiki Rishi, who wrote Ramayana. The moment association. So that's why it is stated here in this sloka that we should serve the devotees of the Lord who has given up his life for Lord Sri Krishna. Moments association. Many examples in scriptures. And Prabhupada even. Prabhupada was a pure devotee. And in Bowery, 26 2nd Avenue, and all these places, you see all the sinners. Of course, they were devotees. I don't know how to put everything together. But illicit sex, gambling, meat eating, intoxication. That was daily affair. And Prabhupada, with his association, turned Western people into the devotees who will not even sin. No eating any kind of meat, killing, nothing. So, there is a very nice sloka about this association in Bhagavatam 2.4.18. It says, Kirat Hunandra Pulindra Pulakasa Abhira Samba Yavana Khasadaya Eanyecha Papa Yad Apa Asraya Sudhyanti Yasmat Prabha Vaishnave Namah. Sudhyanti Yasmat Prabha Vaishnave Namah. A pure devotee, he can purify the most sinful people. Yavana, Pulindra, Kirat, Abhira, Samba, Yavana, Kasadaya. All sinners. Sudhyanti Yasmat Prabha Vaishnave Namah. Sudhyanti. Purifies. Syat Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nisevaya. Bhagavat, first canto, second chapter. That Syat Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nisevaya. Unless one serves pure devotees or any devotees, there is no question of becoming pure. Chadiya Vaishnav Seva, Tandera Charana Sevi, Bhakta Sannivas, Janame Janame Hoy, Ei Abhilash. Tandera Charana Sevi, Unke, those 6 Goswamis, devotee, who are worshipping 6 Goswamis' lotus feet, those devotees, Tandera Charana Sevi. Charana Sevi, one who worships the lotus feet of 6 Goswamis, that devotee I want to serve. Janame Janame hoy ei abhilash. Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sannivas. Janame Janame hoy. Kita Janma hau Yatha tuya das. Bahirmukha Janma nahi ash. Even if I have to become Kita, insignificant worm, let it be, but please grant me that I'll be in the home of a devotee. I'll be born in a home of a devotee so that I can get association and service of such devotee. Sutta Bhakata Charana Renu Bhajananu Kula Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi Prem Latikara Mula. Suddha Bhakata Charana Renu Bhajana Anukula. Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi. Serving devotees of the Lord is the topmost perfection. Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi and Prem Latikara Mula. The ultimate goal of our life is to attain that fruit of love of Godhead, Prem Lati. So this is Prem Lati. And what is the root of this Prem Lati? That Bhakata Seva, serving the devotees of the Lord, is the root of this creeper of love of Godhead. Bhakata Seva Paramasiddhi Prem Latikera Mula. So there are many quotations, but I'll stop after this one. Rahugan and Jad Bharat Akhyan. Jad Bharat is hauling Palki, the palanquin of King Rahugan. And when he was avoiding stepping on ants and whatever, so King Rahugan was getting uncomfortable ride. So he chastised Jad Bharat Maharaj. Then Jad Bharat Maharaj is giving him understanding. And at the end, he is giving him understanding that Rahugan etat tapasa nayati nacha ijya nirvapata grahadva na chandasa naiva jalagni suryair vina mahat pad rajobhishekam. That, my dear king, even if you perform topmost austerity, tap, it will not relieve you from the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. And tapasa yati nacha ijya, big elaborate arrangement for worshipping, it will not help you. Nirvapatan, by taking sannyas, it will not help you. Gruhadva, by becoming ideal grahastha, it will not help you. Na chandasa, by studying Vedic literature, it will not help you. Naiva jala agni surya eva, by performing austerity in water in winter season, and by performing austerity in torching heat in summer under sun, agni around you, and torching heat, and you perform austerity, it will not help you. What will help you? Vina, without. Vina mahat pada rajobhishekam, without taking the dust of a lotus feet of the Lord's pure devotees and abhishek, you smear all over your body. In other words, serve them. Without serving the pure devotees of the Lord, all these austerities and everything elaborate, niyam and following everything will not help you. What will help you? Serving the pure devotees of the Lord, association of pure devotees of the Lord. Yatha Krishna arapita prana tat purush nisevaya. Nisevaya. We have to serve that devotees of the Lord. So this is the ultimate instruction. Pure devotional service, kevalaya bhaktya. What is the ultimate instruction here? That you have to serve Krishna arapit prana nisevaya tat purush. Krishna arapit prana tat purush nisevaya. Serving such devotees. So, why we should serve pure devotees? That is stated in the next sloka, and that is Sagri chino hiyam loke pantha kshemo kruto bhaya susilah sadhavo yatra narayana parayana. The path followed by pure devotees who are well behaved and fully endowed with the best qualification is certainly the most auspicious path in this material world. It is free from fear and it is authorized by the Shastras. So because the pure devotees, whatever they follow is very, very pure. And when you serve them, you will automatically follow that pure path. And that's why you become fearless. Yasyasti bhakti bhagavati akinchana sarvai gunai tatra samasate sura harao bhaktasya kuto mahadguna swarupena dhavato bhahi. So yasyasti bhakti bhagavati akinchana. Akinchan Bhagavan. So we have to serve the devotees. Why? Because they follow pure path. And by serving non-devotees, it will not help you. And even once surrender to Krishna, Sakrut Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayu. Here Sukadeva Goswami is using word Krishna, which Prabhupada liked very much, because up till now he is using word Vishnu, Narayan, Parayana, Vishnu, Parayana, or so many. But here he said Sakrut Manaha. Sakrut Manaha means fraction of a second. If you absorb your mind into service of Krishna, Sakrit Manaha. Even if you surrender for some time, Sakrit Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayo. You surrender onto the lotus feet of Krishna. Nirvishetam tad gunaragi airiha. Nate yamam pasa brutas tad bhatan. Nate yamam. He will not see Yam or Yamduta. Even if you surrender at the lotus feet of Krishna, even for fraction of a moment, Sakrit Manaha, even for a little while, once only, Prabhupada says, Sakrut means once only. Sakrut Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayo. Swapnepi pasyanti hi chiran niskritam. Even in Swapna, he will not see Yama or Yamduta. Even in dream, he will not see such a bad happening, ghastly happening, that Yamduta will drag you out of your body. Sakrit Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayo. Even if fraction, once, not fraction, Prabhupada says once, even once, you put your mind, Sakrit Manaha, where? Krishna Padara Vindayo, on the lotus feet of Krishna. Then what will happen? Nate yamam pasha vrutascha tad bhatan. Yam or tad, unka, his bhatan, sevak, Yamdut. He will not see Yam or Yamdut. Even in dream, what to talk about in reality? Even in dream. So what it takes to do Sakrit Manaha? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Sakrit Manaha. Even once. So Prabhupada says, Apichet Suduracharo Bhajate Mam Ananyavak Sadhureva Samantavya Samyak Vavasito Hisa. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that even if somebody is momentarily fallen, but he is performing unalloyed devotion to me without deviation, only me, and no other. Api chetsu duracharo bhajate mam anya bhak. Anya, no other, only me. Then he is considered to be a saintly person because he is doing ananya bhakti, ekantik bhakti. Apichet sudurachar bhajate maam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasito isa. He is without a doubt his sadhu. Why? Because immediately, very next moment, he will regain his Krishna consciousness back. Samyak vyavasito isa. Kshipram bhavati dharma. He will become dharmatma again. Momentarily, it may be durachar or whatever, miscreant, maybe mistake, but he will immediately regain his purity back. Samyak vyavasito isaha kshipram bhavati dharmatma vachati na gachati kaunteya pratijanidhi name bhakta pranasyati. My dear Arjuna, boldly you declare that my devotee never perishes. Meaning that Sakrit Manah Krishna Padaravindayo. We must engage our mind even for once to Krishna's lotus feet. Then, even in the dream, we will not see. Who? What will not see? What we will not see? Even in the dream, we will not see Yam, your Yamaduta. Even if you put your mind once at the lotus feet of Krishna, and that is Hare Krishna mantra, 16 times, Mala. So now, Sukadeva Goswami is telling this story to support his philosophical understanding. He is supporting with the very ancient story, history. Udaharan itihasam. Atra cha udaharantim itihasam puratanam. Puratan, very old itihas, history. Puratanam, udaharan. He is supporting. So, Dutanam Vishnu Yamayoho Samvadastam Nibodhame. So very old history. Actually, Radha Govind Maharaj, His Holiness, he is commenting that this history was narrated to Sukadeva Goswami by Agastya Muni. By holding the lotus feet of his deity, Radha Krishna deity, stating that this is a true story. I put my hand on lotus feet of deity and telling you the truth about this story. So this story is truth. It's nothing but truth. So what is the udaharanam? Atra cha udaharantim imam itihasam puratanam Dutanam Vishnu Yamayoho Samvadastam Nibodhame. So, Samvad, Vartalap, or conversation between Vishnu Duta and Yamadutas. This history, Udaharan, I am narrating to you. Please listen. So he says, Kanya Kubje Dvija Kvachit Dasipatir Ajamila Namna Nasta Sadacharo Dasya Sansarga Dusitaha. Once upon a time in Kanyakubje, Kanoj, today's Kanoj, near Kanpur in Middle India, Kanpur, there is a place called Kanoj on the bank of river Ganga. And Brahmins of this Kanoj are very highly elevated Brahmanas. They are considered to be best amongst all the Brahmanas in India. So, Kanyakubje, Dvija Kvachit, there was very elevated Brahman in Kanoj, Kanyakubje. And what happened? Kvachit Dasipati Ajamila. So Ajamil, Ajamil means, Aja means Maya, mil, one who has submerged into Maya, Aja, mil. So like Krishna Parayana, Narayana Parayana. So Ajamil was Maya Parayana. Ajamila was Maya Parayana. Aja, mil, Maya, mil. He was immersed in Maya, Ajamil. And then what was happening? Namna Nasta Sadachara. That he has lost all good qualities, Sadachar. All good qualities. Why? Dasya, Sansarga Dusita. Dasya means prostitute. Dasya, Sansarga. By having association with this prostitute, Dusita, he became polluted. He was Brahman. If we have time, we will see what kind of elevated Brahman he was. He was very elevated, purest Brahman. But here, Nasta Sadacharo, or Dasya sansarga dusita. He became polluted by the association of prostitute. And what was his activities for livelihood? It is stated, Vandyaksai. Vandyaksai. He was arresting people and looting them. Kaitavai. Kaitavai, cheating. He was cheating. Kaitavai. Choryai. Chori. Choryai. Stealing. He was stealing. Garhitam. Vrittim astitaha. So this kind of abominable livelihood he had. Stealing, robbing, beating up, and hunting, and very bad. Vibrat kutumb asuchir yatiyamasa dehina. Gambling, plundering. This was the way he was earning livelihood and maintaining his wife and his sons. So then what happened? That 88 years he did this vritti, this kind of livelihood he earned, and he lived for 88 years. Evam nivasatastasya lalayanasya tatsutan. Tatsutan. Sutan means his son. He had 10 sons and a wife. So lalayan, yes. He was maintaining them. Kalos Tyagan Mahan Rajan Astasi Tyayusa Sama. Astasi, 88 years he passed. And out of 10 sons, the youngest one was dearmost. Tasya pravasehas putra dasatesham tu yo vayamah balo narayano namna pitroscha daito brusham. That youngest child out of these 10 sons, he named Narayan. And every parents, they love their youngest child the most. So this Narayan was the youngest child, and Ajamil was loving him. Daito. Daito means loving, dear. Daito. Daita tanaya. Dait. Bunjan prabitan khadan balakam sneha yantrita bhojayan payan mudho na vedagatam antakam. So Bunjan, while eating, he would say, Narayan, please come, eat. And then he would eat. That means Lord and His holy name is saying. So he was unknowingly offering to Narayan. First he will call upon his son, Narayan, please come, Bunjan. Please eat, Narayan. Please eat. Prapiban. When he would drink something, then also he would call upon Narayan, please come and drink. And then he would drink. Khadan, when he would eat, he would call upon Narayan. Narayan, please come. Balakam sneha yantritaha bhojayan payayan mudho. While taking bhojan, payayan mudho, giving something to drink. So this foolish man, Ajamil, Mudho, na ved gata antakam. He did not realize his anta, his imminent death that was approaching him. He was always absorbed in Narayan, the son, youngest son. Please come eat, please come drink, please come. So he was always absorbed, but absorbed in his youngest son, and he did not realize antakam, his end. Saevam vartamano gyo mrityu kala upasthite matim chakartanaye bale narayana haye. When the time of death arrived for the foolish Ajamil, he began thinking exclusively of his son Narayan. Antakam came and he always think about his youngest child, Bale Narayan, Matim. He always focuses Matim, Bale Narayan, on his youngest son Narayan. So he did not realize that the end is coming. He did not realize that end. So what happened? Sapasahastam trin drastva purushan tidarunan. Darunan, very fearful, fearsome, darunan people. And they had ropes in their hand. Trin, three. Purushan, he saw three Purusha. And what they had in their hand? Pash. Pash sahastam. Sahastam. In their hand, there was pash, means rope. Trin drastva, he saw these three men coming to him and they are trying to throw rope at him. And they were very fearsome people. Vakra, tunda. Tunda means face. Vakra means twisted faces. Vakra tundan, urdhva romna. Romna, their hairs on their body. Romna were urdhva. Urdhva means their hairs were so tight and thick, they were like spike on their body. Urdhva romna. And atmanam netum agatan. So these three people with the rope, very fearful, their twisted faces, and their hair were standing on end, and very blackish and very fearful. They were trying to drag his soul, Atma. With the rope in their hand, they had come to take him away to the abode of Yamaraj. When he saw them, he is so extremely bewildered, and because of attachment to his child who was playing nearby, he was calling upon Dure Kridan, his youngest child, Dure Kridan, was playing little far distance. Dure Kridan, Asaktam Putram, he was very much attached to that child, Narayan, who was playing little far away. Narayana Pahutam, the child Narayan. He just spoke Narayan. Plavitena Swarer Uchchair, with top of his voice. Uchchair, Sware, Plavitan. He shouted on the top of his voice. What? Narayan, please come. Please Jehovah, Kulendriyaha, please come. Thus, with tears in his eyes, he somehow or other chanted the holy name of Narayan. He chanted the holy name of Narayan. I'm telling you the story, what is happening, but it is real story. And like I said, Agastya Muni telling to Sukadeva Goswami, and that very true story he is telling to Parikshit Maharaj. So it is worth hearing. So Nisamya Mriyamanasya Mukhato Hari Kirtanam Bharturnam Maharaja Parsada Sahasa Apatan Nisamya Mriyamanasya. So Mriyamanasya, one who was on a deathbed, Mriyamanasya, Nisamya, hearing. Mriyamanasya, one who was in deathbed, Ajamil, Nisamya, hearing him. Mukhato Hari Kirtanam. Ajamil, who was Mriyamanasya, who was dying, was chanting the name of Lord Hari, Narayan, Kirtanam. Hari Kirtanam. Bhartur Nama. Bhartur means one whose Malik or whose owner. So here Vishnu Duta's Bhartu is Vishnu, Hari. So Bhartur Nam means his master's name. That's the word. Bhartu means master. Nam. So this Vishnuduta heard their master's name called out by Ajamil, who was on a deathbed. Maharaj Parikshit is addressing. Parsada Sahasa Apatan. That Vishnu Parsad, immediately 4 Vishnu Parsad, they appeared on the scene. This is the picture. If you go have this Bhagavatam, you should see this. You can see this on Krishna.com, and you can also see this on ISKCON.desiretree.com. All these pictures of this story you can see, and a story, and you can read this story also on those 2 websites. Prabhupada's books are on website also. 6th canto and 1st chapter we are talking about. So 4 Vishnuduta and 3 Yamaduta and Ajamil is being dragged out of his heart by Yamaduta. So that's a story. So Bhartur Nam Maharaja Parsada Sahasa Apatan. By hearing the name of their own master, Lord Vishnu, the 4 Vishnudutas immediately came to the scene where Yamadutas were dragging this Ajamil, his soul, out of his body. So Nikarsato, so this is the same sloka, that they are dragging Ajamil out of the heart. And then there is Samvad. In first sloka we see that Samvad between 2 Dutas, Yamadutas and Vishnudutas, Itihasam. You remember those words? I very much said 20 slok. Dutanam Vishnu Yamayo Samvada. So now Samvada is starting. Uchur Nisedi Tastamte Vaivasvata Purasara Keyur Pratisedhoro Dharma Rajasya Sasanam. So they are saying, who are you? Yamduta is saying, who are you? Where have you come from? Why you are stopping us to take this sinful man to our master, who is the son of sun god, Suryadev? Why you are stopping us? So they are challenging, Yamdutas are challenging Vishnudutas. Kasya va kuta ayataha. Kasya, whose servants are you for? Vishnuduta, they are saying, whose servant are you? And where are you coming from? Ayata. Kasmat yasya nisedhata. And why you are forbidding us to take Ajamil to our master? Why you are forbidding? Kim Deva. You people are demigod or what? Kim Deva, Upadeva, or you are sub-demigods? Who are you? The Yamduta is asking. Upadeva, Yaha Yuyam, all of you, has come from where? Kim Siddha Satama, or are you the best of the perfect being, the pure devotees? Who are you? Sarve Padma Pala Aksha. So Vishnudutas, the transcendental body and features, appearance is described here. They are very beautiful. And Yamdutas are very ugly, very ugly. So Yamdutas are almost, they are not praising, but they are saying in front of them. So they are not into praising, but their complexion, bodily complexion, so beautiful. Sarve Padma Pala Aksha, that they all were having lotus eyes. Their eyes were beautiful, lotus-like eyes, reddish, and all the way up to ears, big eyes. So Sarve Padma Pala Aksha, Pita Kauseya Vasasaha. Pita, yellow, Vasasaha, garments. Their garments, their dhoti and upavastra means chadar, and their clothes wear pita, pitambar. They are wearing pitambar. Kiritanaha kundalino, and had a beautiful helmets, beautiful mukut, kirit, and kundalano lasat. The glittering earrings are beautifully glittering on their ears, beautiful earrings on Vishnudutas. Kundalino lasat, puskara malina. They wear puskar mali, malin, har. Malina means the garland, and puskar is lotus flower. Puskar means lotus. So puskar malina. Sarvecha nutan vayasaha. And they all, Vishnudutas, were nutan vayasaha. They were tender in age, 16 years kind of age, very beautiful. Nutan. Nutan means new. Nutan vayasaha. Sarve charu chaturbhujaha. And they all had 4 hands. 4 Vishnudutas had 4 hands. And those hands were not ugly. They were charu chaturbhuja. Charu means very beautiful. Charu means beautiful. Chaturbhuja. Dhanur. They were holding in their hand dhanur, a bow, an arrow. Nirsanga, gada, sank, chakra, ambuja, sriya. Sank, chakra, gada, padma, etc. They were holding in their hand. Beautiful personalities. This is spiritual, and so much light was emanating from their body because they are a spiritual body. Diso vitimira lokan. They were lightening, or they were lighting all direction. Disho vitimira. Timir means darkness, vitimira means bright. Loka kurvanta svena tejasha. Their own bodily effulgence lighted all direction beautifully, their bodily effulgence. Kimartham dharmapalasya kinkarano nisedha. Kimartham. Why? Kimartham dharmapalasya. Dharmapal. Yamraj. Kinkaran. We are servants of Dharmapal. Kinkaran. And Nisedaya, why you are stopping us to take this sinful man to Yamraj, to hellish planet? Why you are stopping us? So we'll stop here. This is Katha. This is how we should understand. Word by word translation and slokas, and this is what Prabhupada would like. This is the real Sattvic Katha. People can give you whole synopsis of Bhagavatam, Janma and Rukmini, Vivaha and Dhruva, but this is the mode of pure goodness. This is how Katha should be heard. So we are trying. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.